Hey guys, today I just want to share some of my experiences and problems I've had with the Xbox Fullscreen Experience on my ROG Ally. So this is the OG ROG Ally, and I'm actually quite happy that they've continued to support it and updated Armory Crate. So this is the newer version with slightly different visuals, and they even updated the command center, and this uses the Xbox game bar overlay. And yeah, so maybe I'll just show you how I configured it. It is currently going a bit crazy, but yeah, so the way I configured it is in settings. We can just go to full screen experience. So right now you can only set Xbox as the home app. So you just click here and you can see that Xbox is the only option here. And preferably I want to be able to use maybe Steam Big Picture, Armory Crate, or Play Night as an option in the future. So that would be sick. And yeah, if Microsoft could open this up so that people could configure any program to be home, that would be great. So secondly, I also disabled the Xbox button for Xbox Game Bar. So maybe we just go to the Game Bar setting here. You can see it's turned off. That's because the Command Center button here, this one here, it already opens the Xbox Game Bar overlay, and I want to use the Xbox button for other Steam related controls. And so the way I did that is in Armory Crate. If you go to the control mode here in gamepad mode, this right here used to be voice typing, and I just changed it to an Xbox button instead. So if I want to activate that, I just press this, hold this, and press this, and it will press the Xbox button. But right now it doesn't do anything. So now let's restart the system to see how it boots up with the full screen experience. Okay, I shut it down accidentally, but okay. Be right back. Okay, so now I'm just logging right into the Xbox full screen experience, or what's it called? Yeah, the full screen experience. And as you can see, it loads Armory Crate right up along with Xbox, because Xbox is actually the home app. And the reason it does this is because if I open Task Manager here and I go to my startup, you can see that I think is this? Interesting, it's not here. At least in Armory Crate, it's set to launch automatically, so yeah. It just launches on top of Xbox. But the problem with that is, since two launchers open, if you check the memory usage, Xbox is taking up 300 megabytes. So whenever I launch the system, I usually close it so I have more memory to spare. Okay, so the first issue right here is this is the task switcher in the Xbox full screen experience, and if I move the right thumbstick, you see it's moving the mouse. And that's because when you're on auto mode for the control mode, it actually switches to the desktop mode. So I think Asus needs to fix this. So Asus, please fix. Yeah, you can force it to gamepad mode and everything works correctly. See, works correctly. Maybe I'll launch like Steam Picture to show that you can switch between apps. So this is how you launch Steam Picture. See, and it works correctly, and yep. But I prefer it in auto mode because when you're in gamepad mode, custom profiles for games doesn't work. So yeah, I feel like the whole control system thing for Armory Crate is so complicated, and yeah. So because of this issue, some buttons aren't working in the task switcher. So as you can see, if I switch back to auto, it thinks I'm on the desktop, and yeah, that it doesn't close Armory Crate. So I'll need to go back to gamepad mode, and then if I go to task switcher, by the way, for task switcher, I'm actually just pressing the left back button and pressing the right, and yeah, I can close it just like that. So let me open Armory Crate again. So my fifth issue is the Xbox button mapping inconsistency. So if I go back to gamepad mode, and I literally showed just now before I restarted that you see how voice typing is set to voice typing again. Yeah, so for some reason, whenever I change the settings in gamepad mode, this always resets
After every restart?
back to voice typing, and that's very annoying because I would like it to be the Xbox button, but it keeps changing it back. And this is a Asus problem, so Asus, please fix this. Let me change that. I changed it back now. So whenever the Xbox button is used in this full screen experience mode. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Okay. Wait, what? Now it's working. Okay. I mean, there you go. I mean, what the hell? Okay, so apparently even in gamepad mode in Armory Crate, I don't think it's doing the Xbox button. But okay, my point is, in Steam Big Picture, if you press the Xbox button, what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to hit this menu here. But when I click it, it opens up the Xbox menu, and it's already in settings here. If I go to more settings, shortcuts, you see how it's already disabled. So it shouldn't be opening the Xbox game bar, but it is, and now I don't have a button for Steam. So yeah, and I don't want to bring this. I don't want this button to bring it up because I already have a button right here that brings this menu up. Yeah. So if anyone has another way to open Steam related functions using any button, please advise. Because I know in this screen here I can just hit back and it opens it. But I would like to open the Steam overlay in games as well using this shortcut. But this is opening. Yeah. So I also want to take this chance to rant about Armory Crate's control system. Like right now, all I really want is just to I just want to map this button to the Xbox button for like permanently for all games, and it doesn't let me set a default preset. So like changing this preset here only changes gamepad. So if I go back to auto, it's set to whatever. For example, for example, Monster Hunter right here. If I go to game options, it's not X. If I go to game options and go to set game profile, I think I already changed it to. Oh, I didn't. See, it's voice typing. So if I use auto, it will use this mapping for each game, and the problem is every game by default will use the default profile. So that means everything will be voice typing. So everything will have this as the default. Like if I want to use auto mode in this case, I'll have to set it for every game, and if I just want to leave it on gamepad mode, I'll need to change that setting here on every restart. So that doesn't make sense, right, Asus? Like this shouldn't change, and there should be a default we can set for all profiles, and maybe an option for each game to maybe like right here, like maybe override the controls with another profile or something. Yeah, I don't think it's that hard. I mean, I think Steam nailed it with their whole Steam controls, Steam input system. So yeah, so I think my last issue is just a nitpick, considering all the other issues that which honestly they aren't that big, but like you're competing with the Steam Deck, right? So my last issue is actually just these controls here. They're a bit small. I know it doesn't matter because you're using the thumbsticks, but when I use the Ally at night in like complete darkness, I would like to set the brightness to about 3%. And in the previous menu, which actually I can turn it on here. Let me just go to where was it? Yeah, it's in general command center, I guess. Oh, it's lagging. Why are you lagging? And go to classic mode. See, it's bigger, and I can use my finger to adjust, and I can adjust it exactly like about 5 to 3.5%, and that's how I like it. But in this mode, it's a little harder to adjust using your finger because actually it's possible, but it's harder. The dials are a bit small. I mean, the slider is a bit small. So maybe they can move this edit button here, and you can make more space. And you can make the controls not have like a 10% increment. It's quite large because even the volume isn't like 10%. It's more granular, so that will be appreciated. So I think overall, the experience is in the right direction, apart from like the problems I mentioned above, and it's easier to navigate than going through like Windows whole bullshit on, like Windows handheld. Imagine like using the touchscreen so much and stuff. So, and I actually kind of like the Xbox game bar, like this menu here. I kind of like it. It looks quite pleasing, Your volume mixers are here, you know, your recording options are here, and even Spotify is here. So I think it's quite nice. And just don't forcefully install the Copilot gaming BS. Like, it was here, I removed it. No one wants to talk to ChatGPT or they're gaming, you know. You can just do it on the phone or something. Yeah, it also forces a window to always be on top, since you know it's in this menu and you can always switch between them. I really because of this mood, I really need to use the touchscreen now, and just being able to foresee using Xbox controls without needing like the desktop control mode, like ever. Like, oh, so this is interesting. Yeah, so Armory forces a particular control scheme that is irregardless of control mode. I'm learning something new every day. And anyway, with this mode, I foresee being able to just use Xbox controls without needing the desktop controls for most games. And the RAM reduction is real. So like if I go to Task Manager over here and I go to, okay, you know, I'll just show a screenshot of the two. So hopefully they address the issues I mentioned above, and Asus and Microsoft can continue to work together to make this experience better. And yeah, I'm actually honestly quite surprised the update arrived on this ROG Ally. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps anyone who's thinking about getting a Ally, and even the Ally X, and wanting a more Steam Deck console experience. Yeah.